How we doing?
We back.
Football's back.
Football is back.
All right.
Sunday
Sunday is done. Sunday is done.
No somber moods. No somber moods.
What are you talking about? I contemplated it. We're here, which means some things went right. Some things went wrong. Things went completely wrong. One of us might not be here, but
one of our jerseys might be thrown in the trash.
yeah. But we're here on Sunday night. All the games just ended. Insane last game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, mention that Sunday night game. Dude.
Yeah, Bills, Ravens. That's got to be. We were just talking before. I said that has to be the best NFL game since the Chiefs Bills AFC Championship. What was that? 2022? 1? 20?
I don't think it's 20.
Maybe 1, 2, or 3, something like that. But I don't know. That might be an overreaction, but that's insane.
Well, Diggs was in New England last year, 22. I want to say it was 21 because he came back.
Well, that's when he stood in the. Didn't he?
Watched it.
Yeah,
I think that was 21.
21 or 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were watching it up here in the loft, or watched a little bit of it, kind of going back and forth. Once the games were over, went down, hung out with Ari, but I left. I kind of just started falling on my phone when it was 40-25. Was getting the girl ready for bedtime routine, bath, and all that. Kept checking on my phone. Buffalo scored. And I was like, they got it back again. I was like, oh my God, they scored again. But then they go for 2 and miss or something?
Who?
Buffalo. Because
it
was 40-38.
Get it, and then the Ravens got it back and they punted.
Right. But yeah, so I mean, I didn't get to watch it, but I was falling on my phone, and yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was just like, oh my God, this is probably like insane to be watching.
I mean, good for Buffalo. I mean, both those teams are kind of in the same category of like they just can't do it. But that's an amazing start for Allen and the Bills. So today, we're going to recap basically the whole day.
Yeah.
Through our fantasy matchups. We'll talk about the games. We'll talk about injuries. We'll talk about some waivers because this will be coming out Tuesday.
Yeah.
Give everyone a whole day to kind of get our thoughts and put your bids in, put your waiver claims in on guys we think are worthy.
Yeah, we're going to do our
pun intended.
We'll do our best with that. Obviously, we're recording Sunday night. There's a lot of injuries that still need to get MRIs tomorrow and just see how they're doing 24 hours after getting injured. But just immediate reaction from the games with players that left, and then maybe a contingent plan or like a plan if you have any of these players. Based on what we know now, we will try and be active maybe on the socials tomorrow, what we hear. Anything I hear, I'll post it. I mean, I'll try.
As far as it'll probably just be like how long people are out.
Yeah.
For. That might be the thing we don't.
There might be some, like no spoilers, obviously, but we're obviously going to talk about him. But like Bowers said he was fine. So we'll see if there's any further tests. But yeah,
so much to get into. We're just going to, once again, go through our 5 matchups and talk about all the players and games throughout and storylines throughout those matchups. And that should cover pretty much everything.
And this will basically be this will be our Tuesday show. Record Sunday night after Sunday Night Football. And then this is going to be our Tuesday show. So it's not going to be a lot of segments, but it's going to be very dense what we're talking about because there's always going to be injuries. And we're always going to put our input out there for waivers. And then, yeah, we'll kind of talk through the game. We'll talk about the games, like you said, through our matchups. And we'll give you a little insights on who pooped the bed and who won.
Speaking of that,
getting right into the first one.
Why'd you have to put this one first?
Well, I think this is the exact order. The only one I switched was Rick and John and Kevin Gale. But that's because that's the only one still undecided.
Okay. First matchup, me versus Big J. This had to be the worst loss of my life.
Yeah, let me pull it up. I was going to ask you. So I was going to ask you pre-show.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you like, from you can remember, is that the worst loss?
It's got to be this. I mean, I've lost in the championship before, but I've lost.
Yeah, like not worse feeling, just worse way. like how you
Oh, for
lost.
sure. Not even the worst loss, the worst way possible. My 2 championship losses were blowouts. So it's not like those were heartbreaking or anything.
Yeah.
This one, it's not like it was a barn burner matchup. It was just back and forth, especially when it got down to
It was back and forth all day.
yeah, especially when it got down to the 1 o'clock games. Essentially, I lost. I had a 1 point something lead at the end of
1.3, 1.2, something
at
like
the
that.
end of the Broncos Titans game, and the Broncos had a chance to ice it if they just got the first down. And I think they went for it on 4th.
Yeah,
And
well,
didn't get it.
we
I
should-
honestly was not
I was
watching.
gonna say we should mention. So we're watching Red Zone, obviously, and then Scott just comes on the TV and says, "Flip over to your local
Yeah.
CBS or whatever," and we flip over and it's the Rams Texans, not the Broncos Titans. And so we were just like, couldn't really find it. Kind of just stopped watching, but I was following on my phone.
I was too.
And yeah, I mean, like you said, you had like you got that lead from the Rams going for it on third down.
I skipped over a lot of it. I mean, it was just back
or
and
passing
forth.
on third down, I should
I
say.
had Puka. He had Devontae Adams. He had Laporta. I had shitty fucking Ken Walker, who I'll get into at some point. Lots of back and forth. He had Justin Fields, who just looked great.
Yeah.
Shout out to kind of us, honestly. Maybe he was my pick to maybe creep into the top 10.
Definitely shout out you. I did not have him in my rankings just because Steelers, good D.
Yeah.
Obviously the preseason film we saw of Fields, but I mean he didn't. It's not like I'm gonna click on him real quick. I don't think in ESPN it says his like attempts and whatnot, but I mean he was, if we're going off betting lines here, he was like almost 80 yards higher than his line as far as passing yards. Like he was 218, which I think it was like
16 of 22.
See, I didn't throw a whole bunch, but
12 for 48 on the ground with 2
but
touchdowns.
he got the 2 rushing touchdowns. But he was also like completely fine in the pass. Like he looked good. He had like some kind of split decision, or like in the moment decisions where he had that one that he kind of flipped to Garrett Wilson, which like he looked like he was going to scramble, and then he just kind of tossed it to him, and then Garrett Wilson like got a big chunk play. So he looked good just overall as a quarterback. I think very positive outlook on him, especially, I mean, going into the season, we're thinking Pittsburgh's got one of the best defenses. They get Jalen Ramsey. They got Patrick Queen. They
couldn't get to it. They couldn't tackle him. They couldn't sack him. And
not even him.
The whole
team.
Multiple times they had him in the backfield and just couldn't get him. Essentially, I lost. Spoiler.
Did have a little switch up. He was going double gloves in the first half, then came out second half, went no gloves, and we were like, what does this mean?
So John had Broncos D essentially that on the last play of the game that didn't matter. They were 80 yards away, and Cam Ward gets sacked and fumbled, and I lose.
Yeah, so I'm watching on ESPN. I see incomplete on first down, incomplete on second down, incomplete on third down. I'm like, oh, he's got it. Just one more incomplete.
And he was like on the throw too.
I didn't even watch it.
I saw it. I pulled it up on a stream because I was like, nah, I can't not watch
so like
this.
Eli would have won on just a sack by 0.2, I think.
Yeah, it had to have been a fumble or an interception.
Yeah, but then they got the sack, which is 2.
It didn't matter.
Or no, sorry, they got the fumble, which was 2.
Fumble, yeah. If they actually would have, I don't know if they would have not recovered the fumble.
You still would have lost by 0.8.
I think I would have lost still.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so that fucking sucked. But talking about some of the other, so Fields, Genty,
very gross. 19 carries.
This is just the fucking Raiders, man.
19 carries. His first carry was like 11 yards.
Yes.
And then after that, he went like 18 for 27. He had a 2, every running back felt like this, but he had a 2.0 yards per carry. But he scored the touchdown, which is always going to help your day. Gave John 11 is obviously not great, but I feel like anything in the double digits
today specifically.
Yeah. Low scoring everywhere.
As we go through this, we're not going to overreact. Maybe to some things we will. But I'm definitely going to call out some things we were wrong about and some things we were right about. I am not confident in Genty, like where he's being where he was drafted at.
I think we were both not really in.
Yeah, we weren't really favorites.
More dynasty.
Yeah, we weren't really in favor of him, but we'll kind of just, but he's still going to be in your lineup. Throw him in there. Other guys, Jay had Travion Henderson, really only involved in the passing game. I think that was kind of expected, to be honest.
5 carries, did have he had a 5.1 yards per carry, so he did get some yards but 6 targets and hauled in all of them.
Yeah.
And if you're in a PPR league, that's 8.
It's more than 8.
That's 8.4 on just receiving work because he had 24 yards and then he added another 27 on the ground. So he got you double digits in PPR if you play that way.
Yeah.
In our league, he only ended up with 8.1 because we do half PPR. But still, for a first game, to see him get targeted that much,
that's fine. I think literally this line is what I kind of expected from him. Malik Neighbors, the Giants looked fucking off.
Yep.
Holy, that switch to Jackson Dart might be coming sooner.
And I know I said it, like when you were contemplating your Tracy your Tracy pick. I said it. I was like, Commanders got a terrible defense, but maybe not.
Yeah.
Well, this is the great thing about having PFF. We can see all these grades and see how they actually graded out and see if the Giants are just terrible. But yeah, they Neighbors still gave you 71 yards and 5 catches. So once again, if you're in PPR, that's 12.1. But
I'm not excited to start Tracy going.
He had 12 targets too. Like he had a lot of targets, and just there was a couple balls just thrown up to him.
Ones that were batted away. Yeah, not great, Jim.
If he gets a score there, then his day looks great, 15 points. But they just didn't have any well, they actually did have opportunities. They were at the goal line. They had a 1st and goal, and they threw 4 straight times from the 3 and all incomplete.
Yep. May was fine. Broncos.
Laporta, all garbage.
All garbage. Devontae was minimally involved, to be honest.
Yeah.
4 for 51, not amazing.
I think he had 2 catches going into the 4th.
And then the Bengals.
Yeah, so we were kind of right on this on one side because we were saying, or at least I was saying, I was like, Burrow, he's got the historical stats to show that he doesn't play well against Cleveland. Clearly, I was wrong saying I'm not worried about Chase. But when we were doing our picks here, and we clearly picked you to win, like Mike was saying, Laporta could egg, and I was just like, I think T could egg because they just never play them well.
Yeah.
And on the other side, we were saying like we thought the Browns would do good, but as far as the Bengals, like no one looked good. Chase Brown got in the end zone.
Again. They won though.
They did win. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like we don't really care about that, but it didn't look pretty at all. Like they didn't even have a lot of sacks, but that one possession, I think Garrett got 3 in a row. And
yes, sacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it seemed like, I don't know. They didn't really show that game either. Every time that game came on Red Zone, it was Browns. Yeah. It was Flacco. And I was just what are the Bengals doing?
They weren't doing nothing.
Every time I'd go and look at the their play, like their series, it was 3 and out. And I was just like, oh my God. See, that's his team.
Yeah, Jay. So got carried by Fields, but shout out Jay. He had.
Yeah, I mean, his quarterbacks gave him 45 points.
Yep. And then here's just my collection of just
started on opening night.
A lot of up and down. Yeah, Dak. He
looked good though.
He looked good. I feel good about him going forward. Obviously, if you watched the game Thursday night, there was a lot of drop passes.
CD.
And not even just him. Like there was other ones as well. So I feel good about Dak. Feel good about the Cowboys. Great situation. Bijan, little interesting. So the carry count, I believe he had 12 and Algier had 10.
12 for 24.
Yeah.
Another 2 yards per carry.
But Bijan had 100 receiving yards.
Yep.
He's just going to be involved.
Had the big, was it a 50, 40?
Like one of the first plays at 50-yard receiving.
Oh, so you got the bonus on that too.
Yeah, so that was sick. Yeah, so Bijan's cracked. You're playing him.
Yeah, I mean, 24 from Bijan. Like
I don't know what Henry ended up with, but he was
31.
Oh, okay, so that was the best running back score of the week. Puka was great. He's just doing Puka things, I guess.
Oh, he fumbled, so I forgot. It was 28.7 in our league.
Oh, yeah. Baker started off terrible. I think he was 1 for 6 or like 1 for 7, 1 for 8, something like that.
Yeah, it was bad.
Ended up throwing 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, it
So
was the touchdowns. He
just-
only had 167
I mean,
yards.
this is literally what he's fucking doing last year. So, and he's only got 2 weapons out there pretty much. So I'm encouraged with Baker. I was hoping he could just get off to a nice start so I wouldn't have to consider him regressing a lot. He didn't throw a lot of yards, but he got it done. Had Egbuka for 2 touchdowns and then
That was sick.
Bucky for a little.
He does have, so as far as the secondary, we had thought that Atlanta was a little more sus. I mean, he threw 3 touchdowns, but
They're banged up,
167
though.
yards.
Yeah, first game.
His next, I mean, you could say 5 matchups even. He's got at Houston next week. He has the Jets, which they got lit up today, but I mean, I thought we thought they had a good defense. And then he's got Philly before he goes on the road at Seattle. So kind of a tough upcoming schedule.
Yeah.
I guess we can just mention it now. They said Godwin not back until week 5 at the minimum. Could even be week 6, week 7, but he might start practicing this week.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, if you're an owner of him, he's got to eat up a roster spot because every week it sounds like he's going to be, I don't know, if you keep him in, you're out, but then like they rule him out as doubtful, they're not going to let you make any moves until you move him out of your IR. So that's kind of a shitty situation with Godwin owners. But definitely want to see Baker's. He was top
10
yardage last year, like top 3.
I was at least. I don't know where.
So you definitely want to see the yardage go up because not every week he's gonna be throwing 3 touchdowns. So, but I mean, this week he did, and he would. I mean, definitely a top tier quarterback this week.
Just kind of continuing what he's done last year. They've been getting it done through the air. Evans was 5 for 51.
Yeah,
it's receivers. They're inconsistent.
A touchdown obviously would have been great.
Yeah, and then obviously for me to lose, some things went bad. This I am petrified.
You want to list out your other 2 good first? Did you mention Puka? I mean, Puka went off. Tyler Warren.
Yeah, I was getting there. Yeah, so things that
was
went
great.
Right, sure, fire.
Yep.
Sure, fire.
We were both in on Warren. I think we were.
He's just really involved. A lot of once again, pretty spot on
with your boy Dimers.
Just schemed up passes, little play action, little dumpers, right to him, 5-10 yard passes. I think he had a red zone target that I walked in and out of the room for.
He also had a carry.
Oh, really? I missed that.
He had a rushing carry.
Yeah, so super excited about him. Great job. Not great job, Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah, this I am scared. I think this might be a.
We'll get to Sharps later, but as far as Ken, I mean, the Niners, they're not the Niners defense that at least we thought they were, but I feel like every time we watched him get the ball, the Niners' pursuit coming in, their front was just on him.
Well, not only that.
10 carry, this is the 3rd straight running back we're listening with a 2 yards per carry, 10 attempts
and
for 20.
Charbonnet had more carries.
Yep.
And they kind of split the goal line work. I think they both got a couple chances. So this seems like a 50-50 split, which I don't know if I didn't or did not expect that, but I just expected him to be a little more effective.
They do go on the road versus Pitt next week, which
just got
obviously the Jets just got torn up on the ground. Mm-hmm. At home, they're going to Pittsburgh. We'll see if the defense kind of fixes itself a little bit, but he does have some juicy matchups after that, 4 straight with the Saints, the Cardinals, the Jaguars, the Bucks, which actually the Bucks have a pretty good run D, but
we'll get into that situation on the preview, I think, for week 2, but yeah. I am
definitely not feeling good
to starting him next week. So definitely not surefire with that one. So yeah.
The only other guy is Tracy.
Yeah, I kind of mentioned him. I'm not really looking forward to starting him either. Except in maybe a positive game script, which there might not be many, Jim. Oh.
They're at Dallas next week, and then
he was the guy though. It was really him, and
I think Scotty only had 2 carries.
Singletary was basically not out there, so that was.
I was
cool
I didn't even see Singletary.
Yeah, that was cool to see. But yeah, I lost. So shout out, Jay.
I will say, this man asked us who he should play.
Yes,
I told him Debo. He wins if he plays Debo.
And RJ
Mike told him Harvey.
Would have won.
The other guy was up for play, which was Golden. You still would have lost if you played him, but I don't think he was ever in the cards for you.
He was never in. It was honestly Debo wasn't either. It was just him or Harvey, which would have won me the week anyway. So, yep. Moving on.
It's tough L for host over here.
Yeah, it's all good. It's just 1 week. I definitely went through the 7 stages of grief after that and then into this recording, but we're good. All right, moving on to yours and Woods matchup. Honestly, couldn't have gotten a lot worse for you boys in the first week.
I mean, I didn't have the loss that you did, but
I mean, in different ways.
It also not that it
us.
feels good, but I wouldn't have won regardless based on Eric's matchup. I mean, he had Josh Allen in that Sunday night game, but who had half of my whole team's points. But yeah, I had 86 points and just, I mean, from off rip, we had Devontae go out Thursday night. Their passing game looked awful. He looked bad. Then the next Smith.
Yeah.
Then the next day.
Well, there was no pass.
Friday, I had Worthy. Everyone knows what happened to Worthy.
Yeah.
And then just underperforming. Like, I'll just go through my team since freaking I've stared at it too much. You can do Woods' team. Chase, obviously, Bengals look terrible. We already talked about that. Bucky did get into the end zone, but if he didn't, like, it was a terrible day. He only had 37 yards, 14 carries, so another guy in the twos as far as the yards per carry. He did have 4 catches, which was sick. 4 targets. So that's good to see. Like, if that's going to maintain that way. He only had 8 yards, but one of those was the touchdown. So that was good to see, but just couldn't get anything on the ground. And
Rashad was basically a nothing.
I don't even know. Did Sean Tucker play?
1 carry.
Yeah.
So Bucky's 14. Rashad had 2.
So much for Bowles saying they wanted to get him involved more. And then JT, Jonathan Taylor, he didn't look bad. He just didn't get in the end zone.
He just didn't get in on the party.
Yeah. 71 yards. He also had 3. Another guy, it's good to see. 3 catches on 3 targets for 27 yards. That's a nice floor to have every week. If he gets in the end zone there, he's got a great week. Finishes with like 17 points. But
I thought it was coming, but they
had a series on the goal line where they gave it to Giddens for every carry, and I was just like, I thought he might have been hurt, but then I was like, I don't know, they're up by like that. They were just killing the Dolphins. And then Stafford got what I asked him to do. I said, get me 13, 14, 15 points. He got 245 yards. He did
a tough defense too.
1 touchdown.
I think Stingley left and came back, but he came.
Yeah. And then my boy Kittle started off great. Like I said, it wouldn't have mattered, but as far as like feeling good going into my upcoming weeks, gets hurt right away on the hamstring, and then like we see him on the sideline with a hat on, and I was just like, oh, he's done because no helmet on. Like, what the hell is he doing? Yeah. So definitely not good for my team.
Some good, some bad.
Cam Ward on my bench with -4, so it looks like we're running Stafford out there until Cam shows me something.
I will say probably the best defense in the NFL.
Oh, well, yeah.
First start, but
yeah.
Yes.
-4, though.
Not great, Jim.
Yeah, then as far as what I'm going next week, like, I mean, I got Shaheed on the bench. Don't want to go with the Saints. I picked up Romeo Dobbs. I mean, I'll have to see upcoming. Like, we'll get to it with the previews upcoming next week.
Dobbins got most of the work.
Mm-hmm. He did get in the end zone, too. And then, I mean, even Diggs got 6 and 7 targets for 57 yards. Like, if he scores there, it's a great week. So I'm going to have to go to somebody because obviously I got Worthy, and then I'm just hoping for good news. It can't be great news, or else Kittle
hamstring
to be out like right away. That doesn't sound great. So your boy might be hitting the waiver wire for a tight end, which
we'll get there later, brother.
Yeah,
don't worry, we got some plays.
You can take Woodside.
Yeah, so ho-hum, just another fucking year for Eric with Allen and Mahomes.
Yep.
This has been his formula for the past 4 years of his 3rd to 2nd place finishes. But fucking Josh Allen, man. No weapons.
Insane.
No cares. The hottest wife. Literally just running out there, doing whatever he wants. 400 passing yards.
Yeah, under.
That's not normal. Just insane. Him and Mahomes, this is grade A performances from both of them, to be honest. And everyone else kind of did their job.
Allen 14 carries too.
Yeah, just insane. Like every year now, it's like, how early should you draft Lamar and Josh Allen? Probably should damn near be like the second or first round at this point. Like they're literally just that good
Yeah, I mean, if
in a regular league.
he's getting you 43 in a week,
it's always like high 20s to 40.
which is
like
wild.
Yeah, and then his running backs, Kyron, did his thing, inefficient.
Got in the end zone.
If I got in the end zone, Brees Hall
Looked good.
looked good, looked good. Jim.
Every carry, just chunk yards.
What the hell?
Eric's just freaking chubbed up after freaking seeing that.
Drake London. So the Falcons' offense was interesting. I think Penix looked good, but just I mean,
15 targets.
Yeah, and he left with a.
And how many at the end zone on that one last freaking fourth?
Couple. Left with a shoulder.
He left on that play that
shoulder.
Yeah.
Something.
Let's see. I got him right here. Shoulder sprain.
Yeah. So also not good. We'll kind of see. We'll see on that one, but definitely involved. Just didn't really get many chunk plays. Just a lot of short step.
Mm-hmm.
JSN.
Great.
Sure.
13 targets.
Sure Darnold didn't even have 200 yards either, and JSN had 124. Let me pull that up real quick.
Yeah, there was a moment in the game where I was just like, Darnold only has 54 yards, and I was like, wait, JSN has 54 yards. So he had all the yards.
Yeah. Darnold had 150.
And JSN had 124 of that.
What the hell?
Ken had like 4.
Wait, no, now I have to see. 124 for JSN, 15 for Cup, 7 for Arroyo, the rookie, and 4 for Ken. What a fucking joke. Anyway, Kelsey had a really terrible game, honestly.
Besides
one play. It was like a 30-yard touchdown.
Got punched in the face.
It was kind of, I don't want to say wide open, but damn near because he ran uncontested.
It was, yeah. They just, guys, you said it, 2 guys went to.
So for tight end, in the tight end world, you're still rolling out Kelsey and you're feeling good about it, especially with Worthy out. This next one, though, I will say I would also be scared to start Isaiah Pacheco going forward. I'm going to pull up where the hell is this?
It's weird, though, because he only had 5 carries, but he had 25 yards. It was 5 yards a clip.
So, yeah, they definitely were throwing a lot. Mahomes had 39 pass attempts. Pacheco, 5 carries. Hunt, 5 carries. So they really, and Worthy 1. So they really only had 10 rushing attempts. They were kind of down the whole game. So
I think we both were saying, too, like, with Worthy going out, it felt like
their game plan was
that was their game plan. Yeah. And then they were just like, let's just pass.
Yeah, all their passes were a lot of dink and dunk, quick passes.
So I will say, like, give me one more week to see. I mean, they do play the Eagles, so we'll see. But just to see what their game plan is going next week, knowing that they're not going to have Worthy, maybe they have more of a gap. But I don't know. Like I said, they're playing the Eagles, who have a great front. So, but yeah, that's pretty much his team.
And then just a couple bench shout-outs. Ricky Pearsall and Travis Etienne.
Yeah.
143 yards for Etienne against the shitty Panthers. I will say that. But if you got him, I think now
16 carries.
Yeah, you could feel good about that. Was like one of the biggest question mark backfields. You could for sure just throw him into your lineup, flex RB2, and feel good with it. And Pitts, Stinky Kyle Pitts, 7 for 59. Do you have anybody good? Dobbins. I'd feel good. I'd rather start Dobbins than any running back on my team right now besides Bijan. So that makes you feel good. All right, who we got next? We got
so we're 0-2 here on the table.
Yeah, not great, Jim. Got a 20% chance of taking home the title, and we're not off to a good start. Next, we got a banger matchup, which was we said was going to be championship rematch.
Still got a guy left.
This Sunday night game was insane for this game, this matchup. Lamar cracked. Henry cracked. James cooked. I don't give a shit that I didn't play in the preseason. He only had 44 rushing yards, but I'm pretty sure he had like a 50-yard catch. Cracked. Got in the end zone. Zay Flowers.
Between those 4 guys, they had over 100 points.
Yeah, insane. Just everyone in that game. Start all the Ravens. Start all the Bills. I guess it would really only be Cook.
Yeah, I mean, but the Zay Flowers thing is great to see because, I mean, I was saying when we picked this, I mean, he had like 2 touchdowns last year. And to start off week 1 with a touchdown, 143 yards.
I think it was a career high.
I mean, you're loving that if you freaking have either of these guys.
Yep. But really nothing to talk about that game. Insane. Trevor's he won. Yeah, he won, and
Yep.
he still has a player left.
Mhm.
So I think he got the highest. I think he got the highest score. So that's first week.
Yeah,
The
because
pot. The
he's 2 higher than Wood, but he still has a guy left. So
yep. So Lamar was good. Saquon was good. We talked about the Eagles a little bit. They just ran the ball and ran more and didn't pass.
yeah,
So,
Saquon was good, but he was another one. He also only had 3 yards. Like he only had 60 yards rushing. He did have what we said that they don't do that often. He had 5 targets, 4 catches for 24 yards. You play in a PPR league. That's an extra 6.4 points. So you love that.
Yep.
And then he got the touchdown, which basically kind of put the seal on his day. I mean, for Saquon measure, maybe like 16. I don't know what he averaged last year, but
More
to get that as a running back,
great.
yeah.
James Cook, great. No worries anymore about the contract. He's good to go. He even got some third down work that I saw in the few plays that I watched. So right back into his role last year.
5 catches for 58 yards.
Yeah, he's good.
That's
He's
great.
Amon-Ra.
It was just the Lions.
Yeah, they looked not great. So
Ben Johnson's a genius.
yeah, we'll have to check back in on that in a few weeks. But I mean, I'm not like we talked
Second
about,
hardest schedule in the
we
league.
talked about the Green Bay defense too. Parsons was in there. He was causing havoc. They got to Goff a few times. So
Playing
pump brakes a little bit.
playing Ben Johnson week 2 as well.
Yeah, so let's give the Lions a few weeks here. Cortland Sutton, just another day of not
That's a Cortland Sutton line right there.
not being sexy, but got in the end zone 6 for 61. You'll love to see that.
Yeah, and he went up for that ball too. It was
Yeah.
a sick catch.
Talked about Zay Flowers, amazing. Purdy looked okay, but it got 21 in the end, had 2 passing touchdowns, couple picks that were terrible.
Yeah, really bad.
But
277 yards. You'll take that.
Yeah, they got enough to beat the Seahawks.
Birthday end of the game touchdown, the game-winning touchdown. He just threw it up there, and the backup third string, probably tight end, just comes down with it after it was in. Like the Seahawks defender, like had it almost or like tipped it, and then the guy who we don't even know how to pronounce his name, Tungus or something, comes down with it. So that obviously helped Purdy's day a lot.
Yeah, so insane week from Trevor. Once again, like just going right back to work in his regular season dominance. So we're back. Going to Mike's team, Justin Herbert looked great on Friday. And that's a tough, not a pushover defense either with Kansas City.
Yeah,
so,
in Brazil, like
kind of weird, but you love to see that from just the Chargers in general in just their first game going against the Chiefs.
7 rushing attempts. He had the game sealing 19-yard rush or whatever it was.
300 yards, 3 touchdowns, spread the ball around.
No, it looked great.
Good. Throws were great. Just awesome performance from Herbert. Henry, the ageless Henry, I guess, just going to keep going out there and being dominant.
The king.
Omarion Hampton.
Blew the game, though.
He did. Blew Trevor's parlay, which sucked.
Tough. Sorry, Tub.
Hampton, so Mike said in the chat, and I think he got a couple laughs, that he was actually encouraged by Hampton, and I kind of was as well, to be honest, because, well, Najee's coming back. He's going to be slow ramping up, but I think I was looking at the PFF stats for this game. He was out there for, Hampton was out there for like 50 snaps.
Oh, he's big,
Najee's
too.
Like 10.
I told you. When I saw him, I was like, this dude looks big.
Yeah, so rookie, first game. I'm feeling good about rolling him out there for week 2, but only 48 yards on the ground. CD, this motherfucker, if he would have caught like any of those balls, I think I would have won. Maybe. Actually, maybe you need like 2 of them. But going back to Dallas, I think they look good going forward. They lost, obviously, but I think with just how comfortable Dak looked in the pocket and the weapons they have, I know Pickens didn't really do much, but him, CD, Ferg had, I think, 5 catches or something like that. I feel good about Dallas going forward. Now, obviously, you're starting CD every week. Tet, McMillan, Panthers didn't look good.
They look terrible, but 9 targets, 68 yards. All he needs is that touchdown. It's a great day. They just didn't really have many opportunities of that.
Yep. Brock Bowers, this sucked to see. I think he tweaked his knee.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Yeah. He said he'll be fine, but was doing Bowers things. Had 5 catches for 100 yards, had a few.
Yeah, 103 yards. Just
This is where Mike got fucked. And I feel for him because I think if he would have played Igbokwe over Jerome Ford, he would have won by like 1 point.
Nah, Thub still got Loveland.
Oh, he's got Loveland.
No, it was Trevor's week all the way. I mean, he would have never played him, but if he plays Igbokwe over Tet, and then which he never would have done,
He said it was
Pittman over Ford, but he would
never
He would have never done that.
I think he was saying it was either Igbokwe or McMillan. I think he was always starting Ford, but maybe he was going back and forth between those three.
No, because remember, I mean, he had Igbokwe in.
Yeah.
When we were looking at the lineups, and then he flip flopped and added Tet over Igbokwe.
I think that we were all wrong with Ford's week 1.
100%.
Yeah, that was just a complete.
In all facets, didn't have the carries.
Yeah.
Didn't get anything on the ground.
Game, like totality with the Browns and the Bengals.
He had 1 catch, went for negative yards. Like he just talk about. I mean, looking like whenever Judkins is ready, like you might just go straight to him or
So I wouldn't feel
the other guy that we'll get to later.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel good about throwing him out there again. And then Goff, we talked about the Lions a little bit. 225, one touchdown, a pick. Not great, but give him time. Tough defense.
Yeah, Packers were they were in the backfield.
Yeah,
a lot.
And then next, who we got? We got Jay and Little Jay and Rick.
I was gonna just throw it out there. I mean, not that it means for Thub or matters any like because his team did great.
Mm-hmm.
He had Keon Coleman on the bench, 8 for 112 and a touchdown. I mean, that game, like you said, was sick.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned Pittman. I mean, if the Colts, I think the Dolphins just suck, but Pittman 6 for 80 and a touchdown, like that's amazing.
Yeah,
and then
maybe with Dimers in, he kind of goes back to where he was a few years ago.
And then Keenan on Thub's bench just looked
very
sick. So like Thub's team
led
is
the
just
team in targets,
and Thub still has Rome on the bench, so like his team just looks like it's
right back to where
picking up right where it was last year.
All right, so we got Little Jay and Rick.
Mm-hmm.
Literally could not have been more wrong about this.
Yeah, so going into this,
I liked Rick seemed the best out of everyone. He's going to score the lead.
For me,
yeah,
you guys picked Trevor to win. I'm 0-3. Well, I mean, I didn't pick myself, but obviously I'm thinking and hoping I'm going to win. But 0-3 so far on the picks of our preview.
Yeah.
And then coming here, just add another one because we all went Rick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said by a lot. I'm like, quote me. I said by a lot.
I know for sure. I said for Jay's team, too many question marks.
Yeah.
I said we don't know about McCarthy,
who hasn't even played yet.
CMC, like
was just involved. I mean, if he's in, this is what he's doing. But a lot of question marks going into the game, obviously. But clearly, he was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Love looked great. Jacobs looked great. Packers looked great. Love spread the ball around just like how he's been doing. Didn't
really just Rick's quarterbacks.
Yeah,
I mean his other guys were fine.
Yeah,
I mean outside of Terry.
So John's Packers looked great.
Yep.
Ladd looked solid. Once again, Herbert, like I said, spread the ball around. I think Keenan led in targets, and then it was Ladd and QJ.
Yeah. All the Chargers looked great.
Yeah, they looked great. And then, come on, surefire.
Mm-hmm.
Gare Bear, 7 for 95 and a receiving touchdown. My boy, just getting it done. Getting in fights with Jalen Ramsey.
Got lit up on the last play.
Fucking rocked on the last play of the game. But 7 catches.
Chupa found the end zone on a catch.
Yep, looked like Chupa. So all John's guys just did what they were really supposed to do.
Yeah, so I will say with Chuba, he didn't literally a 0 in the receiving game last year. 5 targets, 3 catches, 32 yards, and his lone touchdown was a receiving touchdown. So if that's great to see. And then, I mean, on the ground, he was fine. He was 16 for 57.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe not fine, but got bulk of the carries. I don't even know what Dowdle, if he did anything.
There's just no shot he had.
Yeah.
Hold on, I can pull
that was another weird game. Like Red Zone.
Suspended.
We're watching that, and then thunderstorms got delayed like an hour.
What the hell are they?
Comes back, and Panthers just looked awful.
So Chupa went 16 for 57, and then Rico was 3 for 12. So It's just
Did
Chupa's
ETN get any work?
1 carry. So 16 to 3 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know Bryce had a few scrambles,
if
but
Chupa's your RB2,
oh,
it's
love it.
your
And I mean, for
ready.
John, it's his RB3.
Yeah, so he's super excited about week 1. Rick's team, just a lot of. We mentioned Burrow.
Yeah, quarterback play was just awful.
We all knew in our heart of hearts that like this was gonna be a shitty week 1. I think for Joe and company in Cleveland, but they're gonna get together. Obviously, you're gonna throw them right back into your lineup. Echan got saved with a bullshit receiving touchdown. Talk about a team that looked the worst.
So the team awful. Achan not worried at all.
Yeah,
Only had 7 carries, but turned that into 55 yards. That's like insane.
and receiving touchdown.
That's insane yards per carry. And then, yeah, I mean, 4 targets. I think it's usually way higher than that, but he got the receiving touchdown, which, like you said,
This is like his baseline with Tua, who looked literally, I think, the worst.
Cam Ward, yeah.
Dude, maybe, I guess. But yeah. We were talking about the Dolphins.
His picks were bad, Tua.
We've brought them up multiple times as a situation that could go south very fast. They literally rolled off a cliff with that one. And I can't wait to see what McDaniel's going to be gone at some point.
I think
this season.
DK, they were all just chunk plays, right? Because he only had 4 catches.
Yeah, he had a couple long ones. He also had one that deflected off. It was at the end of the game to get the Steelers into field goal range. Someone at DK fell right into his lap.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
7
targets.
I feel the same about DK. Just gonna get targeted, and Rodgers looked great.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Fucking weird. Connor probably did exactly what we expected him to do. We will say that Trey Benson was involved a little more than we thought. We'll bring him up later.
I think Connor's touchdown was a catch.
Yes, it was. It was a little.
Oh yeah, the little Kelsey play right in motion.
Terry. So the Commanders look good, but I think this is just a product of Terry kind of just getting involved right.
This one is interesting.
Quickly.
Yeah,
he probably wasn't really doing anything, right?
2 for 27, only had 4 targets. Debo had 7 for 77, something like that.
Yep.
I think targets he had like 9.
I think Terry's just getting
10 targets for Debo, so
getting warmed up.
That's I mean, yeah, if Terry can produce and Debo shows that in week 1, like that's going to be a good one too for the Manders. I mean, kind of a weird game script also. Like they didn't have to really force the ball down the field.
They walked on the field and won. The Giants.
Yeah, I mean, even like Jaden, what Jaden did was like so effortless. Like he threw for 230, had 11 carries for 68 rushing yards.
Went to work and left, clocked in and clocked out.
Yep.
Trey McBride 6 for 61. He's sick. In the world of tight ends, this is great. No touchdown though. So 2025 campaign for 0 touchdowns for Team McBee starts again. Stroud. You want to take this one? I don't even know. Like they just didn't look good or what?
Yeah, I mean, Nico wasn't involved.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Nico had 5 targets.
Super weird.
They have one of the worst offensive lines, I will say that. Because it did feel like they were pressuring him a lot. Like Stroud doesn't run, but he had to. Like in today's game, he had 5 attempts for 32 yards. He was scrambling a little bit.
19 for 27 just didn't really get the yards.
I mean,
188.
Christian Kirk was ruled out like a couple days ago, so it was really just Nico. That was it. They got the rookie Higgins, didn't do much. I think their third guy is Xavier Hutchinson. Like they didn't look good, Jim.
Yeah. So
the
Nico
running back
had 5 targets, led the team. No one had more than 3. Oh, Cade Stover had 4
Didn't
catches.
Schultz have a good amount?
3 catches for 28 yards, 5 targets, so irrelevant pretty much.
Wow.
But yeah, just spreading the ball around for a lot of nothing. So yeah, I don't know about that. So not good start for Stroud. But yeah, so Jay's going to get the win. His team just executed. And Rick's didn't. Just came down to that. A lot of poopy performances from Rick's best guys. Still got Jefferson left. But then Jay has McCarthy and
little quarterback tight end stack.
Yeah. And
Let's
then
get to the pooper matchup.
The poop matchup of the week
Someone's
brought to
gotta
you
win.
by something. Charmin. Where the hell is it? Hold on. Papi.
Kev against the guy
Who actually has a
hates
chance
losing
to win this game,
Yes.
which is just insane. All right. Kev's team. Jalen Hurts.
Great.
Amazing. Doesn't have to throw, apparently. Jahmyr Gibbs, 18 or 19 rushing yards, caught some balls.
Caught some. He caught 10
Oh, did he? I didn't even know that.
for 30 yards.
Yeah, that's
10 for 30.
PPR. You're loving that.
Oh, that's amazing.
So, yeah, once again with the Lions, pump brakes, throw them all back in your lineup. They'll be okay. Still got the Bears left to go. AJ Brown.
Will they be okay?
Yeah, I think so. I think the Packers are going to have a really good defense. And going into Lambeau, that's not. Week 1, they're all fired up probably. It's not a good place to play. AJ Brown,
Awful.
I'm worried. Are you worried? A little bit? Well,
So-
you were
Yeah, I was already.
you were already not really in.
Yeah, me and Mike were both saying AJ Brown. Like I was saying, would not want him at all as my wide receiver 1. Not
Yeah.
a passing offense.
With this being the
Literally 1-0 routes.
yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. With the Thursday and Friday game, I don't know about you. Like we had time to. I looked at some PFF stuff. Obviously, with the game today, we haven't had time to look at that yet. But AJ Brown, you talk about winning his routes. He won like none of them.
It was 0%.
Yeah.
Diggs was on him the whole game.
Yeah. So I don't know. Could just be the.
Also on the sideline reading a book while his
I
team
thought that was like fake.
while his team was on defense. It could be. I might have just got sent-held, but it looked pretty real. It looked like he was reading a freaking book, and I was just like, all right, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, so this might be just a weird week 1 thing for the Eagles coming out and just running the ball down their throats, but
Yeah, we'll see next week.
you're not going to bench AJ Brown.
They're at
but-
Kansas City, so we'll see if it's got to be a different game plan. Chiefs got a good run D.
So you're throwing back out there, but you're not excited about him. Someone you are excited about is jacked up Marv,
Absolutely.
who looked great,
Yeah.
was targeted in the red zone. It wasn't like a long bomb or anything, so it was Kyler was looking for him.
They
How many
just
targets did he have?
only 6, but they were just up like that whole game. It was Saints trying to come back. Like that's another one where like Kyler didn't have an amazing game. I mean, he had a good floor game, but they just didn't need like even McBride, it was only 6 for 60. I feel like they just didn't need to.
But Marv looks great.
Yeah, he looked
He's
great.
your wide
Yeah.
receiver 2, probably. You're loving that. Evan Ingram, we haven't talked about Denver much. They didn't look great
I
against
thought Bo Nix looked awful.
against a bad defense.
My
So,
God, to come out of the top 10.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Shout out you. Good job by you.
Week 1.
Yeah, we'll just end it all right here. Sutton had a good game, but Bo made some questionable decisions. Had a couple bad picks, or at least one. I forget what the other one was, but one of them was terrible. Yeah, at home, not something like this was supposed to be a great matchup. 5 out of the 7 of us in our eliminator pool picked Denver, and we were all just like, just
Survived.
just cut us all. Just at this point, let's just end this. But they got the job done. And then Tyreek,
Yeah, I mean,
God, I wouldn't want anyone on the Dolphins right now
Dolphins.
besides H-Chan. So
Tyreek throwing a fit on the sideline after like the first series.
quarter, yeah, that just like literally everything that you would have thought would happen in a span of like 4 weeks all happened in 1 week. And it's just a freaking movie out there. So that's going to go to shit. They both had negative defenses, the Steelers and the Dolphins. Jesus Christ. How can you pick a worse defense than that? With the situations that happened. But Kev has a chance to win. He's got DeAndre Swift. He needs less than 8 points. Do you think he's got it, or
Yeah.
you think so?
Yeah, I think Swift will either fall into the end zone or
Do something.
I don't know. I don't like Swift at all, but I think he can get 7.8 or 7.9, whatever he needs. Gale's team.
Oh, you didn't even talk about Gale's team. Kyler
Yeah, we talked about him.
looked okay.
Looked fine. Only
Yeah.
163 yards. He just didn't need to, really.
Come,
Did run 7 times for 38 yards.
yeah,
Said he wanted to run more. I don't know if he said he wanted to run more, but he said he saw what Lamar does and saw how
Idiots.
much of a strain that puts on the defense.
Yeah, and Kamara and Chase Brown both getting it done. Similar games.
Yeah, really, it's because they just fell in the end zone.
Yeah, Kamara had a nice run to score. Honestly, he's just still doing it on a shitty offense. But
Yeah, he
don't watch the games.
only 2 targets and 2 catches, so that's not Kamara-esque.
Yeah,
because he doesn't go into the end zone there, and it's an awful game. And then with Chase Brown, just another running back. He had 21 attempts. How many rushing yards do you think he had?
I'm looking at it.
Okay.
43.
Just awful. Like, just the Bengals were
man.
terrible.
Yeah.
Chase Brown, only 2 catches.
When are we going to learn for week 1? Every year.
And then even BTJ did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I got the end around, I think, for the touchdown. Are you talking about if he
7 targets?
Yeah, I mean, he already had a shit game, but if he didn't score, he would have had like 2 points.
Tucker Kraft, 2 catches, but one of them.
Great matchup at home. Come on, Trevor.
Pull up that game real quick just to see the targets, because I know Hunter had a few. Strange had a really good game that we'll get to later.
I'm on Carolina. Jacksonville. Hunter led the team with 8.
Does it show who that
7.
number 5 is?
Does
it show who that number 5
Diami Brown.
Ah, that's right.
Former Mander.
That's right.
Yeah.
We were trying to figure out who that was.
Brenton Strange, 4 for 59.
And a touch, right? Or did he not score?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. No, he looked.
Hunter Long scored.
That's right. Yeah. Whoever that is.
Kind of the same thing. They were just kind of getting everybody involved, and ETN was eating on the ground, and they just won this game easily.
Yeah, Trevor was poopy, per usual.
19 for 31, a touchdown and a pick. Come on, Trevor.
And then the only other guy we didn't mention was J-Mo, but we mentioned the Lions. They just couldn't get anything. J-Mo, 4 for 23. I think he did get at least one end around I saw, but
Kraft got a touchdown. Only 2 catches, though. And Nico, we talked about him a little bit.
Yeah, so. Kraft, I mean.
For tight ends?
Well, right? Yeah, but the Packers just.
Spread it. They
close your eyes and pick a guy, and maybe it'll be him that week. I mean, he's not even on a team, but we might get to him later. But Jaden Reed caught the touchdown. I think he actually had a pretty good game. But yes, this score heading into tomorrow, 78-70. I believe outside of maybe Rick.
What about it?
Oh, Rick still has Jefferson. These might be the 2 lowest scores on the week, but one of them has to win. So
great for them.
Yeah.
Huge for the program. And looking at the benches, Penix had 300 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, had that rushing touchdown to tie it. Or no, did that tie it in the fourth quarter? Can't remember. Because Baker came down and scored and they missed the extra point. Penix looked good. In a 2-quarterback league, I think you could definitely throw him in.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And then maybe in a good matchup, if you punted quarterback, you could start him at home against a shitty defense. Who else here? Jalen Warren.
Yeah, he scored.
Great. Javonte. We haven't talked about him much. We brought up the Cowboys for a second.
Yeah.
He fell into the end zone twice.
He had like
1 yards.
Yeah, 3-something yards a carry.
Yeah.
Miles Sanders had that big 47-yard run, so I think he might have led in rushing, but it looked like if they get to the goal line, it's going to be Javonte, which
could be good for a flex.
Yeah. You can't rely on the 2 touchdowns every week, but you'll take it. And then, Chubb did not actually look bad. He had 13 for 60. So, he kind of rushed it well, but that they just, like we've mentioned, they didn't do anything. And then Chubb's going to provide you absolutely 0 on the receiving end. So if you don't get in the end zone, we thought early on maybe Chubb would be a sneaky flex play to throw in there. I think they used Dare a lot. He's the one that fumbled.
Let me pull it up.
They used him in both receiving and rushing. I don't know what Woody did, if anything.
Chubb 13 for 60. Ogunbowale only 2 carries. But Pierce and Woody had 3 each.
Yeah, so the 4 running backs that. Stay away from it.
Yeah, it's not good, Chip. So that's all the matchups. Is there anything else from the games you want to talk about that we saw? Niners won.
On Kev's bench, I will just throw a mention. Jacoby Myers looked good. Everyone on the Raiders looked receiving wise.
Yeah.
8 catches for 97 yards. Guess the contract thing doesn't matter.
Mhm.
I brought it up that a reporter asked him what happened with that, and he was just like, "Oh, they said no." So it's just back to work, sounds like. Yeah, he looked good, 8 for 97. Montgomery's sitting there. Still had 11 carries, 4 catches, but just they didn't look good.
Mhm.
No, I think we can move on to
Sure.
some of our waivers and injuries.
Yeah, sure.
Get into the even more sad part.
Right. Okay. So going on to waivers, we picked a few guys out from each position. We'll kind of just go through them a little bit and just say if they're worth picking up or streaming or whatever. Quarterbacks.
Do you want to mention any of the injuries?
Oh shit! Sorry, I skipped over that whole thing.
It's all good. We kind of mentioned some of them, but
Yeah,
just
so
maybe the severity of it or
so
just how we're feeling.
injuries. So the Philly lost Landon Dickerson, left the game. Probably doesn't matter that much, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean their line is great.
Yeah.
He was hurt coming into the game with a back, and then he ended up leaving, but it didn't matter for the tush push. They brought some other guy in, and it just worked totally fine. But just something to look for on the offensive line.
So Xavier Worthy, probably going to miss some time.
Yeah, obviously I'm the worthy owner here at this table. It's not great. Just got, I don't even know I think if we said how he got hurt. Just got lit up, friendly fire by Kelsey, both running crossing routes. No idea whose fault it was. I don't think either of them were looking. Seems like they kind of just ran into each other. It was it like third play of the game?
Yeah, like third, second, something like that.
They've already said, like, best case scenario, it's like at least 3-4 weeks, something like that. Worst case, because he was supposed to get an MRI yesterday to see the severity of it, but then I'm reading that they want to do further tests to see the severity of it. So I've already read, like, worst case scenario surgery, he's out probably the rest of the year, 4-6 months. Best case, like 3-4 weeks, I think I read. So
Right.
Rice already out. Sounds like they're going to be out with him. But yeah, that's Worthy's case.
And then Drake London left the game in the fourth with a shoulder sprain. So we need to monitor that one because that could be bad.
Yeah. A lot of these we'll have to just wait for more wait for more updates on Monday. But yeah, that could be not good, Jim.
So, and then Evan Ingram and Bowers, couple tight ends. Ingram with the calf, Bowers with the knee. That looked really bad, honestly. And the way he it was non-contact, right?
I don't even remember it.
It was non-contact.
But I mean, he already said after the game.
I think he just tweaked it. So
I'm straight.
Probably got saved, honestly. So lucky for him. Puka, my boy Puka, left the game in two separate instances.
I think I only saw the concussion.
One with a concussion, and the other one, I forget what he left with. Maybe it was just the same. No, he got hit in the face and he started bleeding.
That was the concussion.
He went, and then he got evaluated again later.
Okay.
I think it was two separate.
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. He's bleeding from like the eye, and like
up here.
Yeah, you can tell he probably went and got stitches, came back,
and was insane.
Yeah, 10 for whatever you got, 130.
10 for 130. Yeah, and then Kittle and Jawan Jennings both left. So Jawan, you're not relying as heavy on as you are Kittle, and Kittle with the hamstring injury. This just sucks.
Yeah, both these we're gonna have to wait for the MRIs Monday, but
Kittle, I'm assuming a couple weeks. I mean, hamstrings. This is the worst time.
I want to say he had a hamstring issue last year, and he missed a game. But
yeah, I don't think he might have missed like one game.
It was early on. It was like week 4.
Hamstrings linger, and if this in the beginning of the year, this sucks. But
for a position scarcity like that,
especially if you drafted Kittle, you're definitely relying on him because he took him at the high. Okay, so those are all the injuries. We'll talk about each position for waivers of just
maybe just give me a guy you're into.
Yeah, well, quarterbacks, I'll just go through these real quick because I think these are more so for one quarterback league.
Yeah,
so
not necessarily ours.
Daniel Jones, Aaron Rodgers, Justin Fields, Michael Penix, Geno Smith. I think these are guys, if you punted quarterbacks, you can feel comfortable about those guys streaming in a good matchup, maybe at home, depending on if you, like I said, if you have another guy, you're like maybe if you have another instance with Goff, like he's on the road against Green Bay or not Mahomes against Philly, but maybe like Dak against Philly.
Stroud didn't look great.
Stroud against the Rams. Yeah. So
I don't know if you really have him in a QB1 league, but
especially if like Penix is at home, Dimers is at home. Rodgers threw for 4 touchdowns. I don't even know what to think of that, and Fields, to be honest.
I think 4 of these we really, or maybe all of them, were just like, yo, let's see another week.
I feel pretty good about Penix, to be honest. At home, this because obviously you wouldn't draft him, but if in a 1 quarterback league, but if you're in a pinch in a good matchup, I think you could throw him in there if he's at home. We'll see on the road. Tight ends: Kyle Pitts, Juwan Johnson, Hunter Henry. Who the hell is this?
The Browns guy,
Harold Fanine.
Remember we were saying Fennec?
Oh yes, he's this
guy. Yeah, you can read through him, but I'll look for his line. It was quite
Brenton Strange, and then the backup for the Niners, Tungus.
Tongue. French tongue? Looks like tongues.
French tongue.
Yeah, so Fannin had 9 targets, 7 for 63.
This is number 44.
Yeah,
rookie, right?
Yep.
Yeah. As far as
we
guys,
were saying, it was an Njoku game, and then it's just a Harold Fannin.
As far as guys, I'd be interested in this list. Pitts for sure, as you make all the jokes you want, but I think he's going to be involved another year in the offense. Penix was looking for him, hit him a few times for a couple big plays, honestly, down the stretch, which was a good sign. Hunter Henry is just the same guy. I mean, you talk about replacements for Kittle. He's just
Henry was a guy
that you could always throw in, and he'll give you the same shit he always does.
When we did our rankings,
he was like your number 12.
Henry was a guy I was just like,
or 10, something like that.
You could literally just throw this guy in there. I have a stat line here. He had 8 targets. That's plenty for a tight end. You love that. 66 yards. He only pulled in 4 of them, but he's also a big red zone guy. I mean, for me, obviously, I'm going to be in this situation.
Yeah, what are you thinking? You're going to have to make a decision.
I will literally throw. Here you go, league mates. Block me if you want. I'll throw $1 on any of these guys. Maybe more, but
any Niners
interest? If I don't get away with any of them, then I'll just wait.
No chance. You'll get.
I was saying I'll just wait until it's pickups in our league because that's how we're doing it now, and I'll pick up one of these guys.
Pitts, Henry, Strange.
I'll probably look at the matchups.
Yeah.
But I'd probably lean Henry. Strange looked fine out there. He had some kind of preseason hype.
I think Henry is more like Henry and Pitts are interesting because Henry, he kind of needs Henry.
Juwan had 11 targets.
I don't give a shit about the Saints. I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, I'm in a pinch for tight end, so he had 8 catches for 76 yards.
A red zone target that he was a tough. He dropped that one that was the one to tie the game, right? That was him.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Touched out or something. A red zone target. Yeah, this is just going to be a dartboard, Jim.
I mean, there's guys I didn't even put in here because I don't even care about. Noah Fant scored, but it was nothing. I didn't put. I don't think I put. Yeah, I didn't mention Zach Ertz. He's another one.
Oh yeah.
I have Jaden, so that could be one where I'm leaning.
Sure. Yeah, we talked about him before the show, but we didn't put him in.
Yeah, for me personally, I'll probably just whoever's there. I don't know necessarily off the top of my head right now, like who I'm leaning. I'll look at matchups, but Ertz, because I have Jaden, makes the most sense. Yeah, I think all these guys, it's a tight end. Like if you don't have those top 3 guys.
If it was up to me, I would say if Ertz is in here, I would go.
Also Ferg. Like if Ferg's out there, I thought the Cowboys looked good. I think he caught. What was my line? 4.5, right? And I took 5.
And he
got 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, even Ferg. I'll look at the matchups and I'll just decide on one. But I think any of these guys, if you're a Kittle owner, definitely don't go to the Tungus guy. If you play in a really deep league though, where like maybe all these guys
might be owned.
Yeah.
Henry might be owned.
Ertz is probably even owned. If you're playing in a deep league, even Strange might be owned. So like you might be left.
Maybe Fennec.
No. Definitely worthy of a shout out though.
Juwan.
Juwan, if you're getting 11 targets from your tight end, that's insane. And I mean, he caught 8. So like if you're in a PPR league, that's insane. But I don't know who I'm necessarily leaning. I think I'm comfortable because it's tight end.
If this was me and I'm you, Ertz would definitely be in consideration just because you have Jaden. It would be Pitts, Henry. Well, Pitts isn't even, he's owned in our league. So it'd be like Henry and Ertz.
Yeah.
Wide receivers, the Chiefs guys.
Yeah.
Here
Also
we go.
me.
Hollywood, who had 10 catches in this game, but I think he had
15
a long one
targets.
At the end. Yeah, like 99 yards. So he's probably worth an ad, to be honest.
He's going to get some money thrown
I'd
his
pick
way.
him over Taekwon and Juju. I just don't have faith in those guys. Taekwon maybe is going to be like the Shaheed role. I think they were constantly trying to get this guy involved down the field. I think they hit him on like one.
Yeah.
But no, Hollywood.
Also, Hollywood had a wide open. It was one of the last plays. Mahomes,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was like 50-yarder.
Yeah. So Hollywood for sure. Quentin Johnston.
Looked good.
Herbert it's more Herbert, I think. Well, he looked good too. QJ
scored twice, right?
Yeah, scored twice. But I think if Herbert is on a mission this season and he's leveling up, he would be, I think, my number one ad. I don't know if that's just me or you're feeling the same way. At the receiver position.
Yeah, for sure.
QJ and then Hollywood, and then we put Cedric Tillman in here.
Yeah, a little shout out. I mean, he was good last year when Jameis took over. And then I think he ended up getting hurt and was out for the year after that, but had a good game. You get in the end zone?
I think so. Let me pull up the box score.
Yeah, these are the notable ones. I don't know if you mentioned Booty.
I did not mention Booty, but I want to mention Booty. Mention some Booty.
Mention some Booty.
Tillman. He did 5 for 52 and a touchdown, 8 targets.
Yeah, then
in a good matchup.
Kayshon Booty, 8 targets, 103 yards.
Yeah, what
so
the hell is up with that?
Good to see. There's some other guys in here like we tried to do some lower percentage owned guys.
Yeah.
Like we have in our league, Jaden Reed is on waivers. Probably worthy of an ad if he's out there.
Especially with the injuries.
Only 5 targets, but he found the end zone
with a broken foot.
A foot injury. D-Hop found the end zone, but that game was just insane.
I think that was his only target, no?
He had 2 catches.
Yeah, it was actually sick, by the way.
Also in that same game.
Wait, did you see that?
No, I didn't.
It was. You need to watch that. It was a sick ass one-handed catch in the back of the end zone.
Just I'll catch it.
Insane.
In the same game, different team. Palmer, 9 targets, 61 yards.
It's weird that I'm just not. I feel like I should be into that because it's Josh Allen and like they're literally starving for a wide receiver 1. But maybe it's Coleman.
Probably he had a sick game.
So.
Yeah, we didn't mention Coleman. He's because he was owned in our league, but if he's out there,
for sure, he might actually be if he's available. What's his percentage?
Do you know who Thub right on his bench? That's what I said.
Yeah.
Let's see. Does it say when you click on him? 81%. So he's higher.
Yeah, but
if he's out there,
forget his ass for sure.
For sure, go throw it. I mean, yeah, I really didn't go through because a lot of the guys that we have on our rosters, they're higher owned, but like.
Mm-hmm. I mean, these are
Michael Pittman should be owned. I mean, he had a good game though. Yeah. He's 81% owned down here.
These are the guys for sure. But to order these guys,
we didn't mention. Oh, actually, we haven't gotten to the running backs, so I'll hold off on that. So you can continue where you're going.
I was gonna say to rank these guys, I would go if Coleman's out there, he's number 1, but most likely he's not. I would go QJ, Hollywood. I might take a shot on Booty because Tillman might be the Browns. They might be switching quarterbacks. I think maybe in a pinch you can go either Tillman or Booty, but I think Booty might be the long term.
Get some Booty out there.
Yeah, long term.
Yeah, Judy had 8 targets.
Yeah,
like 60 something yards. Yeah, I think for me, I think Huge is my number 1, even over Coleman.
Yeah,
he just looked good. And he was coming off. He got a concussion in the preseason, but I mean,
looked good.
Yeah,
and Herbert
Chargers looked great.
Yeah,
Hollywood,
throw him in your flex. Worthy owners. This is.
Yep.
You could bandage yourself and throw Hollywood in, but. Yeah, definitely. I think the notable ads are from the receiver position. So talking about the running backs, there weren't really too many.
Yeah, I only got 2 in here.
Dylan Sampson, What was his line? You said he caught a lot of balls. I didn't really even look.
He also led the team in carries.
All right.
So
Let me actually look so I'm educated. I have
Yeah.
the game pulled up. So the Browns,
8 targets.
Ford had 6 for 8. Fuck yeah, Jerome Ford. And then Dylan Sampson, 12 for 29.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't get the yards, but to
8
see.
for 64.
Yeah.
What the hell?
No, they gave out 17 targets to Dylan Sampson and Harold Fannin. I think
Harold
Flacco,
Fannin?
didn't we say though? Didn't Flacco throw it like 47 times? I can't look it on the
45.
app. Yeah, like just.
Basically what you would expect from Flacco, to be honest. But
And we were saying that their running game was going to be good against Cincy.
yeah, for running backs, him.
The guy I was going to mention, which he's probably already owned. He should be owned, but if he's not, was Charbonnet. Because we didn't get to him when you were talking about Walker.
I mentioned that he
outplayed. But as far as like, and you said 50-50, but like, if he's out there, I mean, Charbonnet has to be
looks
owned.
like he might have his equal Walker as Ken Walker.
Yeah, equal value as them.
Yeah,
not him.
So yeah, not like I said, the wide receiver room is definitely I think the ads this week. You have Kareem in here.
Yeah, just I was reading on I don't know if it was on PFF, and I was looking at game the snaps, but Hunt was in on every third down, and then I believe it was like every, not first down, but like second and third downs that were longer than like 5 or 6 yards. It was Kareem Hunt.
The passing down back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want him, but just put it out there.
Running backs are dry for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be back a couple days to preview next week.
All right. So next time you'll see us will be Thursday.
Maybe look for a new shorts challenge. Maybe.
Actually, yes.
Who knows what it'll be?
Should we bring Mike back for Thursday?
Might be a poopy low scoring week for this.
Should we bring Mike back for Thursday?
Yeah, but with some better takes. I'll see y'all.
Good luck to everyone who's got players tomorrow. Garrett Wilson, wide receiver 1. Peace.